I was not willing to make another video today for the transmission, but I have to answer in one question. Before I answer to this question, the old seals, O-rings on this box, the old clutches on this box, the old gasket here, I'm waiting the new gasket, I haven't received it yet. Alright, drums been prepared, clutch, it's been installed inside, clearance excellent, I already measured it, soaked in fluid, everything's fine. Alright, these seals here, what you see, it's the new seals for the output shaft whenever it comes. Alright, the rest of the parts are here. I put inside the BR, B1 and the parking gear. Alright, I put also the gear selector, the safe, and I put also this one for the gear selector for the parking actually with the new O-ring. Alright, and I put also the new O-ring for the gear selector later on. I changed the seal here. It's not installed because this nut is the old one. Just to have more space, I put it like that. That's it. I changed also this O-ring on the oil pump and the front seal here. Alright, all the old seals are in the bag, in the box over there. The rest, anything? I put also the breather on the bell housing up. Supposed to be here. Oops, sorry. There, put in place. I changed the O-rings on the solenoid valves. I changed this seal in the middle. And what else did I change? I don't remember what else. In any case, I was taking one at a time and I was replacing things, seals. Now, by the way, this kit, it's incomplete. This kit, it doesn't have inside the seals for the solenoid valve, for the solenoid valves, and it doesn't have also the seal for the sensors here. Okay, I have seals for that. I use mine. There's no problem. I have extra. And it was missing also another one or two seals. In any case, also for the breather, I didn't have the seal inside. Small thing, I changed already. Now, to the question, why it looks like this? Why it looks here that it's different at this point than here and here? All of the output shafts, 7.2.9, 7.2.6, all of them, they have the same pattern. All of them, they have the same design. Even if you come here on the rear wheel drive, this parking gear I bring it from upstairs because I installed the other one and I want to check it on the new output shaft, because if they bring me used one, I want to check that it's okay and it's healthy. I don't want to have any surprise installing it inside. Alright, so if you see here on the output shaft for the rear wheel drive, it's exactly the same thing. If you put side by side, you can see the same. This is from the factory. Even if you get a brand new, you're gonna be like that. For which reason it's like that, you're gonna tell me? For a very simple reason. On the rear wheel drive application, 1 second because I need both hands. No, I can make it like that. Yeah, alright. You're putting the parking brake, alright, in place. And then you have the bearing, alright. The bearing, it comes there, and then comes the yoke at this point. There is also seam between, but that's how it looks like. Fine. Now let's see something. If this has bigger diameter than this and this, how it's passing the gear, right? It's gonna be interesting later on. You're gonna see what's my point. All right, then let's see why there is this pattern here. If I put the bearing here, it's playing like crazy. If I put at this point here, it's playing barely. If I pass this point, it plays again like crazy. Alright? This, it's for the bearing. Now, you're gonna tell me why they continue making this pattern on the output shaft for the 4matic, since no need. Don't ask me why, they didn't change it. On this one, they can make it all of it big, to don't be small, because you can see the same thing here. I'm giving to you a hint. If anybody fix a custom output shaft, don't copy exactly one-to-one for the 4matic this, no need. You can see actually that here it's bigger, here it's smaller, the OD, the outer diameter. Now if I put also here the bearing, you see the same thing. Here it's playing, alright. If I go to this point, it's nice, very good. And inside it's playing again. Alright, on the 4matic application, first you put the parking gear, the gear inside, Then you put these spacers, has this one and this one, alright, and then it comes the planetary gear in place. Fine. So again, even with the spacers, you can see what I'm talking about. Here it's playing too much, alright, you can see how much playing. If I go here at this point, it doesn't play at all, it's slightly the clearance. So now think about it, what's happening if you put the parking brake here. No, I cannot insert inside of this, it's stuck. This has been compromised, this has been twisted, I cannot enter it full inside. I'm gonna show you in the rear wheel drive output shaft, it's much easier. Alright, now pay attention what I'm saying and what I'm showing. One second, turn on the light. You see how much space leaving now? There is, how you can see now this, talking about there. When it's passing from the thick point, there is no space. When it's here, there is more space. If it goes down to the position, you see how much gap has here? Let me bring something sharp to show you what I mean and where you have to watch it. I'm talking about at this point here, at this point, to see the gap at this point. Alright, when I'm lifting it up, this gap at this point disappears and then appear again down there. And if I go more up, you see again that has more room. It makes sense because if it was correct, if it was, let us say, for this pattern here, you're never gonna pass through this side. That's why they did like this. You're gonna tell me why they didn't make it from the beginning correct? I don't know, don't ask me, I have no clue. I know this, then here where it's supposed to be, it's nice, and then here again it's plain. And like I said, it's exactly the same thing on the 4matic. But even on the 4matic, no need to be like that. Same thing here. Here it's nice and tight, and then if you pass it, again it's free. So my guess, this, they did it just only for the bearing. And they continued doing the same thing on the 4matic output shaft. That, once again, like I said, no need. You can make it the same outer diameter like this, all of it, and still gonna be everybody happy. Yeah, you see, that's exactly what I'm saying. How it's entering, how it's passing through the thick spot here, the output shaft. See the movement? So when I put here inside, there is no movement at all, it's nice. But suppose it don't come down here. If you measure it, if let us say you put the parking gear in place, alright, and then you put also the spacers. You see the spacers, they're gonna end up somewhere there. So all this area they're gonna be inside of this, it's the outer diameter of this, of the thin one, not of the thick one. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, if it makes sense. It's much more steady, it's much more precise, it's much more, you know, when you're talking about gears, it's much better, instead of make this movement, you don't need to have movement, to be full inside and don't have move at all. The people who is repairing transmissions, they understand what I'm saying, I guess, I believe. Manual transmission, automatic transmission, it's good thing to be precise and to be a little bit tight. Don't be loose. Yeah, that's what I have to say. I brought down, like I said, this one, check, standing by still for the planetary gear and the output shaft. This for testing, this it's for later, it's not now, and this I bring it down just only to say on the video, to make it on the video. Now, another thing, to make, let us say, a billet output shaft or a custom output shaft or something, it's not about that you have one shaft and you can machine it. It's not like that. It's a hollow. There is holes. There is an opening here. There is another hole here. Here you see the planetary gear that's been with a friction weld in place. Then you have this that's been crimped. You have a million things. Me personally, here with the tools that I have, I cannot make this. Also, this piece, it's separate, it's different, this piece than this piece. This piece, that with this piece being welded, you can see the signs here. That this piece, it's different than the rear piece, and this is different. The shaft, it's one piece till here, where's the welds. Then there is another one piece till here, then there is another piece here. Then there is the cover that's been crimped. Yeah, this to direct the fluid, the oil, through the gears. When it's turning, when spinning, it's producing centrifugal, from the centrifugal forces, it pushing it outwards, and then it goes, if you open it, you can see that it has some small holes to lubricate the gears. So it's not that easy. It's not only one shaft with one hole in the middle or with a couple of threads or something. It's different. It's more complicated. That's it, over and out. I hope that I cover you. Yeah, next video when I'm gonna get the parts. Thank you.